Dude, what do they send me now? These things are cooked. I've never seen a pair of Jordan 3s this bent in. No, seriously, I've been restoring shoes for a good 10 years now. I've never seen anything like this. How does that even happen? The whole back is smashed in. I don't even know how I'm gonna fix that. We got some work ahead of us. All right, we got our cleaning station set up. These shoes are gonna need it. We got our Jordan Tinker 3s. These shoes are completely trashed. As you can see, the worst part about it is the back piece. We'll see if we can get it back to its original shape. We're also gonna go in and bring back the color of the suede, do a repaint on the midsole, remove the yellowing on the soles, and overall give it a good deep clean using Rejuvenated products. So today we'll be using our signature shoe cleaning kit. First things first, we'll put this shoe to the side for before and after purposes and take out our shoelaces and insole. Laces and insoles are out. There's no point in trying to saving these because they're just black laces. I'll replace them later. As far as the insole goes and the inside of the sneaker, there's a lot of debris inside. So for this, we're gonna grab our vacuum and compressor and blow all that stuff out as well as vacuum it up. Now onto the compressor. Got all the debris from the inside of the shoe fully flushed out. The outside got all the surface dust off. That's important. That helps us prevent pushing the dirt and grime deeper into the shoe during the cleaning. Now this next step we're gonna do is grab our shoe tree. So you can see this back piece is pretty flattened down. I'm gonna try my best to roll it up. And then with the shoe tree, I'm gonna press it inside, then use this back piece to kind of help push it back up. Hopefully after the cleaning and it's fully dried, it kind of stays up. We'll see. All right, so we kind of have it rolled up back to where it should be. Now the trick is keeping it this way. So we're gonna adjust our shoe tree. This is a size 8 or 9, so we're gonna put it right around here. So here we have it. We have the shoe tree in place. It's not perfect. Once I take out the shoe tree, it might collapse once again. We'll see how it looks once the cleaning is done. Next, we're gonna grab our solution, squirt 2 squirts inside our bowl of water. And now we start cleaning. The first brush is a soft bristle brush. We're gonna hammer the entire upper and inside. All done with the soft bristle brush, now we're on to our medium. This brush, we're gonna take care of the back tab, the 3M, and the midsole. Uppers look great, same thing with the insides. Now we're on to the soles. Before we move on to the stiff bristle brush, we're gonna grab our flathead. There's a lot of gunk in between the crevices and the Nike. We gotta scrape all that out. Cleaning is good to go. The last thing we gotta do is get this shoe inside and out fully clean using the washing machine. So we're gonna put the shoe inside our sneaker laundry bag, insole as well. And we can't forget our sneaker laundry pod. Let's put them in the washing machine. We're back. We got the shoe out of the washing machine. It's fully dried, ready to go. One thing I didn't touch on was the bad overall stench the shoe had. I should have really worn gloves on this cleaning. When the cleaning was fully done, I washed my hands thoroughly. That's how bad this shoe smelled. Thanks to the washing machine, we got the smell out. It's fully disinfected. We got a clean base to work with. Also, the structure on the sneaker looks a lot better, specifically on the back. Now the next step we gotta move on to is the toe cap area. There's a lot of yellowing going on, so for this we'll be using our Rejuvenated Sole Revive. We'll apply a nice thin even coat and put it in the Vick 2000. Got the Sole Revive applied, now let's put it inside the Vick 2000. Got the shoe out of the Vick 2000 after a few hours. We got the white on the toe cap back to white. Same thing with the gray on the rest of the outsole. Now the next step we gotta move on to is the midsoles. They need a full midsole repaint. There's cracking all around, so we gotta wipe off the old paint first using some acetone and cotton balls. First thing though, we gotta tape off the upper. All taped up, got our gloves on. Let's remove the paint using some acetone. Midsoles are fully stripped. We'll come back to the paint job in just a bit. Our next focus is the toe cap. A lot of dye from the uppers bled onto the white stitching. We're gonna try to get that out using some bleach. We'll apply it with the paintbrush, let it sit outside for a good 20 to 30 minutes. Hopefully when we bring them back, they're back to white. All right, let's put it outside real quick. That trick worked great. We got the stitching back to white. We eliminated the dye. Now we're back to the midsoles. We gotta do some taping. We're gonna tape off the uppers and soles this time. I'm about to show you guys a taping trick. And there you have it, all taped up. Let's lay down the white paint. White paint job is good to go. The reason why we use the paintbrush for this part is because it's easier to get the paint into the pores. For the top part though, we are gonna be using the airbrush because it's easier to lay down the black. But first we're gonna tape off the white. Easy does it. Now we're gonna lay down some black paint using the airbrush. Paint job is all complete. We still gotta go in and touch it up, but we'll take care of that later. Now our next focus is the suede. I haven't done this yet. Usually I do it right after the cleaning, but the suede is crunchy. We gotta reset the nap using the medium bristle brush to get it back to its original soft texture. Suede is back to being soft. Now we gotta tape off everything once again, but you guys already know I have tricks for that. That's more like it. Next step, let's lay down our dye. We'll be using Jacquard Dynaflow Black. We'll lay it down with the airbrush. Dye is applied onto the suede. This step is very important. In order to lock it in and not have it rub off, you gotta spray some Rejuvenated water and stain repellent. Now the next step we're gonna focus on is a back tab. On the sides and the bottom, it's pretty scuffed up. We gotta eliminate that. So we're gonna tape around it, lay down some matte finish, and come back and touch up the Nike and the Air. All taped up. To cover up the scuffs, we're gonna go outside and spray some matte finish. Alright, that looks good. Scuffs on the back tab are blended in thanks to our matte finish. When you spray the matte finish, don't overdo it because if you spray too much, it will get chalky when you wear it. The next step we gotta do is take care of the Nike, the Swoosh, and the Air. We'll be using a small angular brush and some Angelus high gloss finish. We're just gonna go in and reapply the high gloss finish on the areas that we matted out. High gloss is applied, contrasts nicely off the mat. Now let's take off the tape. Real quick, I want to point out the toe cap. Earlier I applied bleach onto the stitching and got it back to white. It worked great. However, I applied too much and it got on the white rubber and it yellowed the last couple of days. So when applying bleach onto the stitching, be careful not to get it on the rubber. Right now we're going to put these back in the Vick 2000 with some Soul Revive. Hopefully that eliminates the yellowing. Got the shoe out of the Vick 2000 once again. It worked like a charm. Now the last step we gotta do is work on the elephant print. Right now it's still getting a little dry, so we're gonna grab our Rejuvenated mink oil, spray some outside to bring it back to life. Don't forget you guys, we have our horsehair brush to brush it in. Alright guys, that is going to bring us to an end on this crazy day and night restoration on these Tinker Jordan 3s. These are by far the most messed up Jordan 3s I've ever worked on, but we brought them back to life. The biggest difference in this restoration is the back, you guys. I don't even know how you get them to this point, but after a little finesse, we rolled it back up, put the shoe tree, locked it in place, put them in the washing machine. Once the shoe fully dried, it was able to maintain that original shape. After that, you guys, we did a lot of work. We used a bunch of Rejuvenated products. We cleaned up the shoe inside and out. Like I said, this shoe was disgusting, so we had to put it in the washing machine. Luckily, we got all the germs, bacteria that was inside the shoe fully flushed out. Once we got them out the washing machine and we let them fully dry, we had a clean shoe to work with. We put them inside the Vick 2000 with our Rejuvenated Soul Revive, got rid of the yellowing on the soles. Then after that, we focused on the midsoles. The paint was completely cracking, so we stripped it fully and gave it a fresh midsole repaint. Laying down white and black is easy, but getting this crispy line, that takes technique. After that, we focused on the uppers, you guys. The uppers were completely trash. The suede specifically was rough, it was faded, so luckily we brought it back to life using our medium bristle brush, and we gave it a fresh re-dye and brought it back to its original black color. And for the final details, we took care of the back tabs, eliminated the scuffs, brought back the gloss on the Nike Swoosh and the Air, and lastly, we brought back the elephant print using our Reshoevn8r mink oil. For this project, you guys, we used a bunch of Reshoevn8r products. You can find everything at reshoevn8r.com. Use my promo code down below to save some money. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys next Monday. See you guys.